Leaked footage from Tank's training camp showed him trading vicious shots with heavyweights towering over him, men who outweighed him by nearly 100 pounds. Yet there he was, standing in the pocket, rolling his shoulders, ducking, countering, and firing back like a man determined to prove something bigger than size. Each punch he threw was not just aimed at a sparring partner, but at every critic who said he didn't belong in this fight. His team handpicked larger opponents to harden him, to make him fearless before stepping into the circus Jake Paul had built around himself. This wasn't play acting. Tank was preparing for war. For Gervonta, this isn't about celebrity. It's about reclaiming the soul of boxing. His camp says he's sharper than ever, testing the limits of his own body, pushing against the weight gap as though daring physics to betray him. Even as the cameras roll and commentators mock the fight's legitimacy, Tank's purpose has never been clearer: to show that skill, timing, and discipline can still overcome money, size, and marketing. Every clip of him pressing forward against those massive sparring partners is a declaration. He's not here to play Jake Paul's game. He's here to remind the world what real boxing looks like. Meanwhile, Jake Paul continues to do what he does best: turn controversy into currency. For years, he's mastered the art of the calculated mismatch. Every opponent he chooses gives him just enough danger to make it interesting, but not enough to destroy his carefully crafted image. Jake isn't fighting to climb rankings. He's fighting to dominate headlines. To him, the fight isn't about belts or respect. It's about attention. And attention in this era is power. The strategy works. Fans tune in not because they believe Jake is the best, but because he makes them feel something. Anger, disbelief, curiosity, it doesn't matter. They all pay to watch. The very imbalance that traditionalists despise is what makes his fights irresistible. The thought of a lightweight like Gervonta stepping in against a cruiserweight-sized Jake Paul feels absurd, yet that absurdity is what fuels the buzz. It's the car crash people can't look away from. Promoter Eddie Hearn, one of boxing's most respected figures, didn't mince words. To him, this isn't boxing, it's entertainment masquerading as sport. He admits the fight will draw massive numbers, but warns that these spectacles threaten the integrity of the game. It's a freak show, he said bluntly. A lightweight fighting a cruiserweight. It's not fair competition. It's business. Hearn knows the market, knows how these crossover fights tap into a generation raised on spectacle. But his disapproval is rooted in something deeper. Boxing was built on honor, on a code of fairness and balance. When those lines blur, he fears the sport's foundation erodes a little more each time. Former champion Paullleaked echoed Hearn's sentiment, calling the fight an exhibition in every sense of the word. "It's a show," he said. "It's not sanctioned, there's no betting, and no real consequences for either career." He compared it to the WWE, scripted chaos designed to entertain, not test skill. He pointed out that even the glove size, the weight rules, and the outcome could all be predetermined. For purists, this is heresy. But in truth, Paullleaked's honesty captures the state of modern boxing. Personality and fame now outweigh belts and rankings. Jake Paul knows that better than anyone. He's not chasing legacy, he's manufacturing moments. Wade Plemons from the Wade Concept explained how Jake weaponizes fame, turning ego and psychology into his sharpest tools. He lures opponents into his world using wealth and exposure, giving them a payday too tempting to refuse. That's how he hooked Gervonta. Jake knows this fight isn't about proving skill, it's about proving market power. Every tweet, every face-off, every stare-down is a calculated move in a game of manipulation. But Tank Davis is not Anderson Silva, and he's certainly not an aging Mike Tyson. He's in his prime, focused, dangerous. His camp describes him as disciplined and laser-sharp. For him, this fight might be an exhibition to the world, but it's personal. He's treating it like a statement, a message to anyone who thinks boxing's future belongs to entertainers. He's there to protect the purity of what he represents, a fighter forged in real gyms, not viral fame. Fans are split down the middle. One side calls the fight a disgrace, an insult to the sport's integrity. The other side praises Jake for making boxing relevant again, bringing younger audiences to a sport that's been gasping for attention. To them, Jake Paul isn't the problem, he's the evolution. Love him or hate him, he's made people care again. The old guard sees this as a decline. The new guard calls it progress. But make no mistake, this isn't just a fight. It's a clash between two worlds, one built on sweat, discipline, and legacy, and the other on fame, influence, and spectacle. If Jake wins, it could forever redefine what success in boxing means. The floodgates will open for more influencer matches, where star power trumps rankings. Real fighters could be pushed further into the shadows. But if Gervonta wins decisively and dramatically, it could serve as a wake-up call. A reminder that in boxing, skill still matters more than hype. Yet, even the critics can't deny the intrigue. It's not every day a man nearly 100 pounds lighter steps up to fight someone built like a tank. The sheer visual of it, speed versus size, technique versus brute force, taps into something primal. As one analyst put it, size helps until it doesn't. Tank's genius lies in patience and precision. He sets traps, reads movement, waits for one mistake. Jake might have the reach, but Tank has the rhythm. The fight will be decided not by who's stronger, but by who's smarter. For all the outrage, everyone knows they'll still tune in. It's human nature. We criticize what we can't ignore. This fight is more than an event. It's a reflection of our times. Traditional boxing, slow and methodical, versus the instant gratification world of viral fame. Both coexist uneasily, feeding off each other. The purists will watch hoping for a lesson in humility. The fans will watch hoping for a miracle. And Jake Paul will walk to the ring smiling, knowing he's already won the battle for attention. Still, beneath the glitz and noise, there's a quiet truth. Tank Davis is fighting not just Jake Paul, but the very idea that boxing can be reduced to a brand. Every jab, every counter, every slip will carry the weight of tradition. For him, this isn't about pay-per-view numbers, it's about respect. The kind that isn't bought, only earned. So when the lights go down and the bell rings, the world will hold its breath. Not because it's the most balanced matchup, but because it represents something bigger, a sport at war with itself. A heavyweight in marketing against a lightweight in legacy, and maybe, just maybe, amidst all the spectacle, boxing might rediscover its heartbeat. But now the question turns to you. What do you think this fight really means? Is Jake Paul destroying the sport, or reinventing it for a new generation? Can Gervonta Davis prove that legacy still matters in an era obsessed with clicks and followers? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you love deep dives into the fights that shake up the world of boxing, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Because in the end, whether you love it or hate it, this fight is going to change everything.